Does it start in Liyue? I did not expect that. That's sus as hell. With Baiju? Bro, I'm telling you, he's an Archon. I'm telling you right now, like, he's an Archon. I don't know which, but he is. He's like an Abyss Archon. Maybe he's like an Archon of like an abyssal element. But he goes by a different name called Pantalone when he's doing all that. Hold on. What team do we want to do with this vibe? Let's just run a faves only team.
Well, since you asked so nicely,
the campaign begins.
In the name of the Prinzessin.
All right, after you.
Take out the wallet and pull Skirk? I refuse. I refuse to spend money on this game 5 years in. Can we just say though, when the fuck is my girl Miko getting a skin? Genuinely. It's like this company doesn't want to make money. No, it is criminal. Criminal. She does need one, Jaws. I agree.
Show me your prescription. Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Is this actually the quest? I was actually joking. It actually involves Baiju. What the hell?
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
Wait, to the back? How do I get there? Girl, is there like a secret fucking door?
I can't read what this says.
Please, show me your prescription.
Was there like a hidden fuck-ass lever? I'm confused. Why is it saying over here? Oh, like outside? Oh. Hello? Girl, how far back did the man go? Is he dead? Yo, I don't think Baiju even made it to the quest. Chat, I'm like, am I going crazy? I'm confused. No, it says back room. It says back room of the pharmacy, bro. Back room. It's not outside. It's a room. Yo, please stop fucking with me like that. We'll never finish the quest. Do I have to talk to the girl? Dongli, I need your PP right now. Thank you, Jen, for the prime. There's a damn door. The acting is insane. When am I fucking acting? Did you see Baiju on your screen at any point? Like, am I insane?
I can't read what this says.
Press V.
Please, show me your prescription.
Okay, to be fair, I've never seen a fucking Zor here. Like, it was not that obvious. I also thought that he was going to be outside, because you guys said outside, so I was literally looking for a green man.
Please, show me your prescription.
I feel like I was given improper information. Like, I was genuinely looking for a man with green fucking hair and a snake around his neck. Is Cheng Sheng is Cheng Sheng not voice? Did we lose Cheng Sheng? You're kidding. Well, looks like we have a special guest.
Traveler, Paimon, welcome. What can I do for you?
Really wanted to I really wanted to sell the snake vibes.
It's the Traveler. She looks absolutely beat these days. She has these huge dark circles around her eyes, like she hasn't slept a wink.
Bitch, excuse me? I look absolutely beat. The way I would literally fight her, I would be tossing her onto the ground, grabbing her by the leg, and just slamming her back and forth. Like, oh, do you want to see who looks beat? Beat up? The fuck? Don't piss me off, Paimon. You've only been here for like, what, 2 ass fucking days with your new ass fucking voice, and you think you can act different? Like, last time someone started acting like this, look where they ended up. Don't try me right now.
And she keeps spacing out. You have to call her name several times before she snaps out of it. What do you think it is? Is she sick?
Or stupid. Oh, it's Sip. Fuck. Oh, it's SipSipStefen. Why do I got so many S's in my fuck ass name? Prone to the sickness. I find this surprising.
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look at you.
Not us getting a doctor's appointment.
Okay, Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
But I was just like, unfortunately, Lumine's just ugly, Paimon. That's actually just how her face looks on a regular day. We can't help her.
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, Traveler.
Wait, this is
In
lore.
theory, your energy level should reflect that.
We didn't
You
even
should
know
be
if Lumine
feeling
had a
light as
heart.
rain.
We didn't even know if she had a heart. Good to know. There is a pulse. That means that she does have a heart and veins. Write that down. She is not a fucking machine. Why did they travel all the way to Liyue to see a doctor? Not Lene got any? No, for real. Like,
Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is
That's one with the
usually a good
fuck-ass
thing,
clips.
but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated.
do you think, like, if Chang Shen ever gets pissed off, that she just kind of, like, tightens up around that man's throat? I've never really thought about that, but you think if, like, Chang Shen is, like, not wanting to deal with Baiju, she's like, don't piss me off, bitch. Like, you want to see the next day?
Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
If Baiju dies, she would die pretty soon after. No. That's literally Pantalone. How much of a gag would that be? Imagine. I mean, Chang Shen does have red eyes. That's literally a story quest. Could be lying. Could be a fuck-ass liar.
What do you mean?
I actually did do Baiju's quest, I'm pretty
non-physical
sure.
nature?
Because I'm pretty sure his quest had lore. That was interesting.
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. It could just as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue.
Master SipSip, why does the flower glow inside the element of the traveler? I think the Intivat has a connection with elemental energy to some degree, and that's why. But they don't fully understand it, to my knowledge.
Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment.
How does this end up dealing with Skirk? Oh god, here we go again. I've seen my fair share. Nope. I've seen my fair share of mental afflictions. Those bitches on Twitter. To start with some calming incense, a good night's sleep and a good meal will do you a world of good.
In the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
Girl, we're just burnt out. It's been 8 patches. Wait, I'm confused. It says sigh. Like, am I crazy? Oh, yo, do snakes sigh? Like, when have you ever seen a fuck-ass snake go? Like, what? Still, we're not experts on this kind of thing. I say we should strongly consider calling a specialist as soon as possible. Oh my god, I almost ran out of breath. Like, almost passed out there. Like, that was a lot. Damn, being a VA is hard work.
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baizhu and Changsheng have seen it before.
Do you take your meds? I think they ran out. Like, I mean, like because of time, not because I didn't take them.
Well, all we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway. Just
Me too.
get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Fingers crossed you'll be all better when you wake up.
God, did the story quest have lore? Like, were you gagged? Yes? Oh, shit. Ooh, what's happening? Isn't it? Is this the Zhao area? It kind of reminds me of, like, when we were dealing with Zhao's, like, shit from the chasm. Wait, let me pause this. This feels more real than a dream, but too chilling to be in real life. My breath freezes in my throat before I can even exhale it. It feels like my soul has been wrenched from my body and thrusted into this strange, unfamiliar place. Whichever direction I look in, there's no end in sight, and worse than that, I think there's something in the fog following me like a shadow. If this is a dream, how long till I wake up? And if it's not, then where in the world am I? What the fuck is that? Something just pierced through the fog and stabbed me in the back, but there's no blood? Deep inside, it feels like a part of me is missing, and now another wave of fatigue is watching over me. Girl, did you just get your soul pierced? What the hell? Okay, that was a really strong intro. Good on you, Hoyo, for actually, like, you know, making us want to be interested to find out more.
Rise and shine. Time to wake up.
I'm intrigued.
For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good.
I need you to check if there's a cut on my back.
Cut? What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep?
Or stabbed. Or
All right,
stabbed.
let Paimon take a look. Nope, nothing there. Wait, did you have a nightmare?
Imagine that was a subtle hint that Paimon's gonna be the one to stab us in the back. Like, she checks to see. Like, Hoyo was like, she's checking, but she sees nothing because she's the one that's gonna do it. Ooh.
Okay, don't panic.
Because she's the
Paimon
backstabber
heard
all
that
along.
dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is
Reach?
something to cheer you up.
Just a little.
Come on. Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
Spymon? I love that name. That's so funny. You guys ever have a nightmare and then just like binge eat
What?
to cure it?
In this dream, you were
Oh my
trapped
God, that's
in a
so
weird
much
place
food.
with thick fog everywhere, and then a spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in
I mean,
the
that
back?
shit looks good.
Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? Because from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there. But then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And you were definitely in a deep sleep this morning. Then, it's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up.
If anything, you're the nightmare.
Or, wake you up first, and then we can beat him up together.
But what I saw is still bothering me. That dream was so chilling, and it almost feels like there was something watching me from some corner of the world. Something stabbed me in my dream, but when I woke up, there was no wound. Still, if I focus on the area, I feel a vague aching, almost as if deep underneath the flesh, something is.
Something is missing.
Okay, Skirk ASMR when though? Like, call the VA, because, like, that is an untapped market. Jump scare.
Did you just say something?
Is she just in her head?
The flesh remains whole.
Oh, nope, she's
but
there.
The soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
So our soul did get stolen partially.
What the? Wait. Paimon remembers you.
Girl, what the hell?
Child's master. Orc?
Girl, did she just call you an orc? Like from Lord of the Rings? An orc? Girl, that is a hate crime. You can stab her. I won't stop you.
Right. What are you doing here? The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right? But then we left and never learned where you went after that.
Give me the tea.
The child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmin Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And
Also, who's trying to
you
steal
were
our
behind the
soul?
Hocus Pocus just now?
Tell me, what is it that you saw?
Is it loud enough, chat, by the way?
Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You, I'll take a glass of wine.
She drinks... She drinks wine? Oh,
of
she's
course.
classy!
Coming right We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up. Ah, if I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
Oh, I wish Shenhe was in this. She's so
At
funny.
the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not
Oh?
here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours. If you want my help,
Okay.
now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink.
Why are you here? I'm gonna be so blunt.
I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you.
Oh.
Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
Neither of those things sound good.
Just my soul getting damaged on a casual Tuesday. No biggie. Girl, ask questions. Like, once in a lifetime opportunity. This girl knows so much. I don't know what her goal is, but in this moment, at least, I don't think she has bad intentions.
Well, should we trust her? She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could always find a different expert on the abyss to help us out. Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring, Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later. Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told us, she doesn't seem evil, at least.
I just want to say, I think any information in this is going to be super, super, super fucking important, especially if you're a Dotori main. So Dotori mains, you better have your ears open, because I know that Dotori, for 100% of a fact, like, deals with soul stuff, like, completely. Like, he is soul related, like, ooh, like, probably, I think the most soul related unit in the game, probably.
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do.
Oh my god, it's so interesting to see the more up close.
Well, have you made up your mind?
What do you mean, girl? Because I'm pretty sure Dotori was all about, like, soul splitting and stuff. And, like, damaging his own soul in order to do this whole, like, duplicate of himself thing. So I feel like a lot of the soul, like, lore and information will probably give a lot of hints towards maybe things that Dotori is dealing with and stuff. Of course, to us right now, it's just copies, but, like, everything has a lore-related reason. I think it's going to be, like, related to, like, splitting your soul. Yeah, he's, like, Voldemort-coded, basically. And Hoyo literally has said that in their other games they've pulled from Harry Potter, so it wouldn't surprise me if, like, they pulled in this game from that, too. Like, they've referenced it before. What I saw was dark space shrouded in a dense fog that wouldn't disperse.
So that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am, can you help us?
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here.
I did not expect this to be in
Liyue. I left cash
Liyue.
for the drink on the table. Settle the bill for me, will you?
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared.
But one of those void rifts.
Wait, hold on. You overpaid. Here's your change.
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember? You brought it out to her yourself.
Actually, I don't think they were made from his soul specifically.
You sure? I could have sworn there were only 2 of you at that table.
Specifically because he can't control them? I mean, there's, to my knowledge, nothing in the lore that says if he did do something like that, that they couldn't have their own autonomy. I mean, Dotori's a really smart guy. Maybe it's not just his soul, maybe it's part of his soul mixed with something else. Like, I'm sure they have a lore reason, but I still do think that, like, it's something soul related. I just have a strong feeling, because it's also a very prevalent lore topic throughout a lot of the Honkai games lately. So, yeah.
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall? Wearing a purple dress? She ordered a glass of wine.
Now that you mention it.
Now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks
Why
like
do they
I
not
did open
remember?
the wine jar, so it must have just slipped my mind. In any case, that settles your bill. Come again soon.
That's weird.
Coming!
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us was definitely real.
Okay, but Paimon remembers them.
This whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway, she told us to head to the Guili Plains, right? Let's not keep her waiting.
Okay. She's like Black Swan. Oh, like, do you think she kind of like is like a memo keeper where she can choose who can like see her, like who she can be perceived by in a way? That'd be like interesting. I like the quest because they just immediately get into it without stalling. I agree, actually. hard agree. There's no like pointless
What are
yaps
all
so
these
far.
rift hounds doing here? Huh. Looks like they're collecting something.
She was perceived at first, but then they blocked the memory. How the fuck can she even do that?
Well, let's go check it out.
Girl, how strong is Skirk? Like, damn.
Right now. Emerge. Right here.
Bring it! Letting brave names echo!
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Right now. Emerge. So, this is what they were collecting. It looks kind of like...
God remains? Oh no, not this shit again.
Yeah. What is going on here?
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains.
Okay.
Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call God remains, and it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast. Ugh. What are you doing?
Yeah, why is Paimon so close?
Nothing. Just wanted to make sure you were, real?
Okay, but you're telling me, like, Skirk must have an idea of what Paimon is, I feel. If she's so knowledgeable, she knew about the third descender, she was able to, like, sniff Nuvalet's power. I bet you she knows about Paimon then, somehow.
She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
I'm dead.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities. It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that.
Oh yeah, so simple.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
Okay.
Now, can we please get back on track?
Okay, interesting. Very, like, anti-humanity vibes initially.
Okay. Where were we? Right. The God remains. So, basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing? In our experience, God remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason.
Give us the
The
lore.
remains aren't just gone. They were taken. Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went unnoticed. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing.
Oh. Oh yeah, because consecrated beasts are like god remains fused with I forgot what exactly, but yeah. I know they were related to god remains.
Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Oh? Stella Fortuna. What is that related to in Genshin? Oh. The cons. I had a feeling she was talking about the constellations, but I was like, oh, like I've heard the word Stella Fortuna before, but yeah, you're right. So they're like literally what? Like they're trying to like steal constellations or absorb constellations somehow? Oh my god, I bet it's constellations in 5.8. Stop, we're all gagged, but it's really him losing it. Like someone's gonna steal his constellation. Imagine he would have bad luck like that.
Wait, you mean The stars?
Mm-hmm. 42 of them have died out in the past few months alone.
42. Like the same number that hurt to you. When's the last time that we heard 42? I swear we heard this like recently. Was it in the Dane Quest 2? 4 times 2 equals 8. Oh, spaceships. What the fuck? Okay, that's weird. So is a spaceship not a spaceship but a star? I'm so confused. Because they said 42 spaceships that had also, like, died recently, right? Or, like, whatever. What if they took the Traveler's Soul because they got mixed up with our Descender sibling remains? Well, I guess we'll find out.
In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation. Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain. Something has been leeching power from this world like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you.
No, it's definitely related to the, like, the reincarnation cycle stuff with the constellations continuing people's, like, stories.
This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how far it could go. No one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
So you're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Well, great! You seem super strong, and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
They never said 42 spaceships. There's a trailer throwing the spaceship sentence and 42 stars directly after each other. Oh, I swear I heard it in the quest, but maybe I'm misremembering.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me.
Does she know that we're a Descender? Because, like, girl, you're talking a lot for somebody who's trying to be mean.
You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all. You would do well to remember that. Now, come along.
Okay, just casual wormhole.
Yeesh! You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we met her in the Primordial Sea. So cold. Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname.
Oh my god, what are we gonna call her?
Paimon's got it. Frosty the Lavender Melon. Serves that Ice Queen right. Anyway,
We couldn't come up with something
the important
better.
thing is that we get that piece of your soul back. So, let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's got.
That was all we could do. Before you go in, you can go behind the rift and it'll disappear. Which, you're right, it is like a mirror. Interesting. That's really cool though. Look how they like did it. I love how it looks like in the game though. Like they really were able to give it that 3D effect. Oh,
Whoa!
the music.
This place is way bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we?
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here.
This is your house? Yeah, I can see why no one visits.
It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside world.
Ajax?
3 months, 3
Oh,
days.
Right! That's Child's real name! Yeah, Paimon remembers him mentioning something like that.
Girl, that's how you live? You are right, I don't have a ceiling either. That's true. I am talking shit for someone who's also ceilingless.
So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right?
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time.
Oh.
Now, we just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. The one full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I
Well, I
found
have to
point to
sleep.
that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before? Okay. Do you plan to learn?
I'm actually at odds with the Abyss. The Abyss is kind of my odd.
That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister. And that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal.
Ooh.
I'll respect your opinion though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option. A little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
More mirrors? Dreams, mirrors, remembrance. God, the HSR-ification of this game.
Dream mirroring?
It's like they both enter a dream together.
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Everything they see, think, and feel.
Isn't this like astral projecting or something?
Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power, and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you. With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you.
Okay. Why does this feel like a hint? Like, what if we're in a dream right now? Like, what if this is our inception moment and we're about to go into a dream within a dream? But what if we're actively in a dream right now and Paimon is dream mirroring into our environment? Because she also guides us.
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding. Like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy. To play it safe, I need to give you some special training first.
Wait, you're gonna teach her some of your martial arts? Does that mean... the
Oh my
next
god,
time we see
Abyss
Child, we have to treat him
sibling.
like our senior?
Abyss element coming soon.
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples. You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills, and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face. But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Oh, she moves fast. Paimon can hardly keep up with her. So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you. Last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right?
Oh god, that was so bad.
Feels like a lifetime ago.
Oh my god, the Raiden Shogun training with Miko was actually horrid. I failed it like 3 times.
seems pretty
I wanted to
strong,
cry.
too, Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet?
Please don't be like that again.
Maybe we really will learn something here.
Fun fact, after training you get 50 more HP, 7 attack, and 15 EM? Permanently? What the hell? Not the buff.
Ready?
Bring it on!
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and reasoning skills. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you will have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
You bet! There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching... Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka... You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in handy now.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of fighting. To use the human body as an analogy,
Okay.
your style is your skeleton. The foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This
Thank
is
you
where
for
your
telling us
strength
how
comes
the
from.
human body works, Skirk.
Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy.
That's a way to put it.
You need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques, and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work. Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
Wait, is
She's like
that it?
really into this.
Paimon thought you were gonna teach her some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other.
Oh.
Right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless.
When am I going to get to that point?
There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher, and rigor is your coursework. That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself. Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Thank God this is easy. Oh. I'm not very fast at this. Can I get a bow?
This is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
900? Oh, you're lying. Girl, my finger is gonna fall off. Oh my God, we'll be here till tomorrow. Oh good, they skipped it. I was about to crash out. I was about to lose my shit.
Stay
How is this
calm.
still
Use your head.
going?
You have to keep it together.
Charge attack? Oh, true. I don't have enough stamina to do these charge attacks. Oh my god. Oh my god, Chad. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Never mind, we're fine. Amazing. This is transforming my whole view of the sword work. It's as if I've unlocked a hidden door in my mind and there's a wellspring of strength.
This moment will be frozen in time.
What the fuck is Kaya doing? Not in the meta, neither of them, so we're not taking their style. They're both F tier.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth.
Step on up. Dance
Lynette
with the
F. Girl, Nilou doesn't even use her sword. I guess Cause was fine. But we need to chill out. Oh! Who mean? What are we doing? Not the Miko bug. Why do I feel like this is this a hint towards something? This feels like a hint. This feels like a hint.
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up
It's
the
the
fight.
gay one.
Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
'Twas on a deserted moonlit night that the
Okay,
hero
see,
approached the
now
vile
we're getting
dragon's
into the
haunted
S
lair.
tier.
Ring cutter!
Oh, not the backflip.
Feathers fleeting wet. The white heron treads water. A sight without flaw.
I want to see Lumine
Master of
backflip.
Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
Do a flip! Okay, chill, girl. Don't do too much.
Huh. Looks like you've made some real progress. That concludes your training session.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel?
Sometimes I'm like, they could have just done this as a mini cinematic. You know what I mean?
As you should be.
Felt like
Time
I would take it
flies
more
when you're
seriously that
training
way.
hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt you.
Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
She seems so excited.
Sometimes, you have to practice a single movement 1 million, maybe 10 million times, before the breakthrough moment comes. Nothing in the outside world can help you in this process. The most important thing is to remain patient.
Okay. Poor child. I know, imagine dealing with that for 3 months straight. This is where we're sleeping? Okay. Well, sleeping like a hilichurl tonight. Not the Aksha terminal. For real, Lap. For real. Like, I know your ribcage is dying. But Skirk said the dream ring would kick in when I fall asleep, so why am I back here? This isn't the same dream as last time. It's a dark and gloomy, but it isn't the chilling fog. If the dream ring is a two-way process, maybe I'm seeing inside her mind? Interesting. Oh! What the hell is that? Is that Nicole? What a strange looking creature. Where did it come from? I think it wants me to follow it. Might as well see where it leads. It reminds me of the bees from Remeria. What are you? Also kind of reminds me of the wisps from Infinity Nikki.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
Oh?
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
What?
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me.
Okay.
Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Giant bird that can spit fire.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Okay.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day. Whatever.
Wait,
that
a
means.
merchant ship? Wait. Is this not an HSR faction? Hold the fuck one. Hold the fuck one. The IPC? Was it the IPC? Because didn't they say that something like this happened with Belobog at one point? Like a merchant ship arrived at Belobog? I swear this was a thing. Hold on, hold on. Adventuring's Master. Yeah, keep playing, girl. There's so much tea. Hold on. Wait. Let me read. I think maybe I'm getting it mixed up with like the morning actors. Because I think it's the morning actors that arrived at Penacony, but they're not really merchants. Wait, there's the moon in this. Hold on. That's okay. I'm gonna keep this in the back of my mind.
Ah, let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer's gonna be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
Okay. I'm out? The weather is wonderful today? What the hell? This reminds me of the Face House stuff too.
The stars shimmer high above.
Girl, get down from there.
What lies beyond the stars? Mountains as far as the eye can see? An endless snowy plain? Or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said.
Buildings taller than the sky? Okay, no, the merchants are definitely space traveling ones. Maybe. Mountains, endless snowy plains. This is so like, oh my god, this is so weird. I can't even tell if Skirk is like in Tevat or like somewhere else. I'm assuming it's somewhere else.
Can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail together and explore every corner of the world.
Oh?
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all. But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
Me too, girl. Oh, BZ. I totally see that as well. You're right. Endless snowy plains, Bellabog, buildings taller than the sky, Penacony. That's so true.
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming!
Run!
Eliminate the threat.
Take them down.
Don't be scared.
This way!
We'll never make it!
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink, showed you the best our home has to offer, gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain,
Jeez.
Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Captain. So this is like the merchants?
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Why is it giving IPC?
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back.
Oh
They
my
won't be
God.
doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
Bruh. Okay. Are these wheat fields? God, it's like Feinin, I do Elysia or whatever.
Dad? Mom? Skirk, you're all right? Thank heavens.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can. Don't trust anyone. Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
I think that line was really interesting where her parents said we're not afraid to stare death in the face. And then we have, like, remember the teaser of Skirk where she's, like, staring at that orb that we think is Nihility? I'm like, that's so interesting.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song.
Oh.
Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Oh, shit.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over.
Yo, why does IPC gotta be fucked? Oh!
You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
Yo, I know these are the same dudes who shot Robin in the throat. Oh, I'm sad. Oh, I'm so sad. She's sucking on her thumb. Damn, that was really good. You know who else la la la'd though? Columbina. Write that down. There's a connection. The la 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 girls.
Oh, you're awake? I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training.
Oh god, no.
This time, the focus is elemental energy.
Not more.
Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think? No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, It feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even been here. Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
She's always eating, like she's so gluttonous.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions.
So we're on stage 2.
The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power.
Yeah, Honkai.
Abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm. My master, Surtalogi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. An act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners.
Stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. So is there gonna be like 5 like abyssal reactions, maybe? Like the lunar charge one? I feel like that could make sense because remember we were saying that we think it's gonna be the 4 elements plus animo? Like hydro, cryo, pyro, electro, animo, and then they have like their like this like variants of it.
The elemental energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you
Lunar
this
charge not
time.
abyssal though? That's true. It's like moon energy, at least to our knowledge. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see.
A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature. It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you.
Oh my god, please do.
So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power. But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear.
I knew it! I've been saying that it's not. We're just absorbing it.
Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky.
Oh my god, I feel like at some point, we're gonna try to cleanse something that's like too much, and that's how we get the abyss power. Like we literally go to like cleanse someone, and instead it like just like overwhelms us.
True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall.
Oh my god, you know, it'd be really cool, but really sad. Like one of like the main characters in a region or like someone that we love gets like corrupted, and like obviously MC's like freaking out, and they're like, oh my god, no, I can cleanse it, like I can cleanse you, like we're fine, and then they go to do it and they hit that limit, and then the person dies, but we also become abyssal. Like we're trying our hardest to like cleanse them and keep them alive, but then yeah. Traveler gathering abyss power like Sibling did, making way for another 5 sinners to steal it. Jeez, let's hope that's not happening. Genshin Part 1's gonna end up with a traveler blowing up. Like an abyssal nuke, like a Stellaron. Oop! Imagine it's the Abyss twin. Try to save our sibling and get corrupted in the process. Ooh, tea.
So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Notice how it's mid. What now? Yeah. I haven't used Animo literally since day one of Genshin. Guys, look, I'm Nicholas Light TV.
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
This is literally how Nicholas Light played Genshin. Saw a shield and was like, yeah, Rancor, yeah. Fuck! Yeah, I know to play this game, bitch. Didn't expect that, did ya?
Windblade, prepare to be blown away!
Slay.
Windblade!
Riveting content. Ending with Hydro?
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
Can we just talk about how it's Hydro last? Yo, this is definitely a hint.
Water jet!
This is definitely a hint. The lunar power is definitely going to be upgraded Hydro.
Faster. Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Where's Nuvolette when I need him? Oh, that's crazy. They're like guns.
Water jet! Go!
Does it have range? Like, does it not reach?
Water jet! Water jet!
Ah!
Go!
Hydro Traveler Guide 1? I swear there is one.
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world. So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
She's just like stunned. Careful as wind, tough as stone, nimble as lightning, flourishing like foliage. I can feel the power of the elements flowing through me. Sometimes as peaceful as a flowing stream, other times surging like a raging river. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear their voices, but it's still not like some wild beast battling me for domination. It's more like saying hello to an old friend. Oh. Oh? Oh!
Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements.
Bitch, where's that in my kit? Okay, they're definitely gonna buff them. It's giving they're gonna buff them. Like, it's genuinely giving like they're gonna buff them during Not Cry. What the hell? That was like chain lightning, but make it fucking water. Why doesn't Milo do that? She stole Nuvolette beam. She said, watch this, Nuvolette. Does 10 at once.
Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
I feel like this is definitely a hint that they're gonna buff the Traveler later. It kind of feels like you're getting that moment of playing a 0.8 patch where it's all just like metaphor for the future. Copium? I am coping. That's why we got the extra elemental mastery. Right, we got 15. We're already getting buffed. What the hell is this thing? I guess it's like a fairy. She was a fairy. I don't think it's Nicole, but maybe something similar.
What is the secret to power?
Surtalogi? Skirk, no! Don't talk to the devil! Oh my god! And she was a child! It's like a horror film.
Longing. Hatred. Self-preservation. No. It is fear.
Okay, I know he's Satan, but like, why are my legs spreading to his voice? Oh my god, stop. No, Antichrist man, stop. No, this is exactly what they want. I will stay strong.
The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death.
Fear of not being able to take, I mean, what?
Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world.
It's the way that they couldn't even give us a mortal. They gave us like Surtalogi's ghost.
That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer.
Never trust the devil. Daddy and mommy? Girl, they're dead. I fear.
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
Okay,
But, Master,
she's just a girl.
I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
That awkward moment when it did. Spoiler alert, the wrist did indeed break several times.
So it has not broken yet.
Oh, he's fucked. Oh, he's fucked. He's like, oh, you still have them. Yo, I know he would fold me in half like a panini press. Like, definition, like, Surtalogi. I need to make a tweet. No, I need to make a tweet. I'm gonna go to jail for this. Speaking of the devil, I'm dead.
Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone.
Girl, what the fuck? Oh, he's a psycho. No, how did we go from Notland's, like, power of friendship, to swing that sword until I hear the crack of your fucking wrist, bitch. To a child, by the way. A child! What's happening? Like, the whiplash I'm getting from this game.
After all, bones can always be reset.
Girl, what the hell? I like the more mature setting. Okay, Duel. Seek out. I'm kidding.
Good Skirk. Once again, you survived. How do you feel?
I don't mind the mature setting either. It's just sometimes whiplash in this game.
Cold. In pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger. I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated.
Okay. See, this is my problem. I feel like Surtalogi literally is giving Antichrist vibes, so I don't know if I believe his narratives. Like, in the sense that, like, I don't know if he's just telling Skirk what she wants to hear. Do you know what I mean? Like, because that kind of feels like this. Like, I feel like he's willing to lie to get what he wants.
But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training.
Go for real? You'd obey him in a heartbeat? No, I'd put up a fight. So my whole be looking like his chest.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak. And become master over your physical form.
I feel like his form is so interesting looking, though. We really need to, like, take this vibe and, like, see if it matches anything in the, like, HSR world. Especially, like, this is giving, like, Sam Mask a bit. I can't lie. Like, where this, like, eye slit thing is. It's super weird. Antimatter Legion. Someone take screenshots and match them to them and see if anything lines up a lot.
Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh. And mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
Yes, master.
Fucking weirdo. He can join the Dottore pile of fucking weirdo and fucking crazy. Where does she come from? What has she been through?
You're up! Hopefully you got some good rest.
You know what? It would be breedable bread that wants to be bred by literally the most unbreedable things in this game.
Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training whenever you are. So, want to head over now? Or did you want to wait a little?
Girl, your bread is moldy, crusty. The things you let inside. That yeast has gone nasty. I'm eating breakfast? What are you having for breakfast, Chrome? Ooh, wait, hold one. Don't say breakfast. You might bring Clara out from the abyss as well.
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword, and more control over your elemental abilities.
Someone should clip that and send it to Clara. I'm sure they'll fucking laugh.
That's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than I ever could. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think
Focus on
rationally,
reactions.
even in unpredictable combat situations. To
Another
simulate
hint.
this, I'm going to attack and you're going to block.
Oh.
Ready?
No.
Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable.
No, it doesn't. It looks like she could just stab
Just
us.
like your brother. Oh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to him, do you?
That's the craziest fucking line you could drop right now. Oh, you're a menace. Oh, she's a fucking menace. Excuse me? I would literally be walking up, pulling Skirk's fucking hair. The minute she mentioned, like, what'd you say? Like, I would be dragging her. I would literally be dragging her through the abyss. The fuck you say to me? The dramatics, please! I feel like I'm watching like a South Asian soap opera. I'm dying. What was that? The Bollywood soap operas or whatever. Oh my god, where they're so dramatic and it takes like 50 minutes for a girl to fall off a staircase. That's the energy. I'm living for it. Oh! We're dead. We're dead. Well.
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want, but only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain. Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation. How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me. But
Ooh.
you don't.
No,
You
those
can
hands
choose
aren't
your
real.
own path. We are not the same.
Skirk says fight dirty, kick him in the balls. Okay, so if Skirk's saying we can fight dirty, we can break her legs. Again. Someone pass me a hammer. Skirk grew those stilettos herself? Girl, what? She was about to kill me! And she brought up her brother? She brought up her brother and didn't say a word of lore. She deserves to at least lose one leg. Shut up and pass me a hammer right now. Purify the abyss out of them limbs? Ooh, I wonder if that would work. That would be interesting.
Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment. This is your final training session. Look alive.
Do I have to fight her?
Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Okay, well, oh. Call that interfering? Fine, we're fine. Oh! Oh, shit! Oh, I have to actually destroy these. That. Oh, get out of the way. Oh, get that one. Get that one. That one. Oh! Oh shit. There's still more? Like, damn. Oh, I think that clocked me. I didn't even realize.
Not bad. Better than I expected. You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes down to focus.
What's up, Father? Oh, when did I get that? It's okay. Okay. It's fine. He's trying to catch you lacking? No. My first step to controlling your emotions, to controlling your mind, you want a unified train of thought. It all comes down to focus. No, for once I wasn't being unhinged. It was like 1 out of 10 times. I could choose to tune out anything that isn't relevant to the battle, but I think I'm still pretty far from having full control. The fact that this took, like, like 3 months.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
He was 14. Still shit, though. Still shit. Don't care. 8 flopjacks. Skirk went through this kind of training too, didn't she? How merciless does the training have to be to make someone substitute all emotion for pure reason?
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental abilities. Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
Is that a chest? Period. Rewards. It gives you a hydro sigil. They're really hinting at it. Like, they're really hinting at it. Maybe we'll become a support for Skirk. Looks like I'm back. I don't see that strange creature this time, but I think I can navigate the space on my own. I don't know how to leave. I'm stuck here until I wake up. Ooh. The spirits.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming more like him by the day.
So Surtalogi went through like the same training as well, it kind of sounds like.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute, so unshakable.
Okay.
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Oh my god.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Well...
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then, I can do anything.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past, and become someone stronger.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Ooh, I feel like this is another hint for the nihility. Because remember, it's kind of like Acheron, what Acheron says, like, don't look back, because when you look back is when it happens. Okay. Oh? Is that a...
Let's see here. First things first, you need
Hello?
a new identity. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead?
This has to be... Okay, where this is taking place, like this conversation, it has to be literally like the lobby in HSR. Like, you know, where like Herta enters and she sees Lygus? No, it definitely is a Lygus moment. Where she's like, okay, if you're gonna go down there, that's fine, but...
As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
Okay.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return.
What
although
the
it might not be
hell?
what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea.
How old is Alice? Girl, at this point, like, infinite. Well, actually, our current theory is that almost all of them were Sealies, remember? Like, they're all Sealies, meaning that they all existed from the beginning, if not even before that.
Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
Who's her? Like, her, is she just referencing in third person to her true self? Like the girl inside Skirk, like her true nature? Okay. Acheron also embraced nihility when she was the only one left alive on Izumo. Skirk embraced nihility would mirror Acheron being the only survivor from her home. No, I definitely think that's what it is. But I think she's part of the other nihility faction that we talked about, the ones that like stare nihility down, basically, like kind of thing. It made so much sense when you read it and then applied it to that teaser. We're really getting into the HSR moments of Genshin. Grilled meat?
You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you.
But that also confirms then that, like, all of that stuff happened on a different planet completely. So Skirk is, like, truly a visitor.
Of course you are. That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Dig in before it gets cold.
It's not Chaos Doctors. It's like Device 9 or something.
Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk can cook. So, Paimon decided she can forgive the whole Ice Queen thing. Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
Not the Ice Queen.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
You all dig in making quick work of the food?
So full. Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now. Wake her up when it's time to go.
Yo, can we strap the mirror thing onto Paimon?
I have good news.
Imagine the dream we would see. They never let us do shit like that.
First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. Next, you just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded. When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left.
Do we get 3?
You and I might never meet again, Traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of your questions.
But didn't she only answer 2 of his?
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
I'm sorry, I didn't tell you earlier, but while we were dream mirroring, I think I saw your memories. This is the first time I've seen Skirk break composure. I guess this really took her by surprise. maybe the dream mirroring thing wasn't supposed to work like one way, like both ways. But because we're obviously the Traveler, it did. Kind of like the Surtalogi thing, right? Wasn't this the Surtalogi issue too? Like, how did they explain that again? Where like we got into Surtalogi's like head or something? I can't remember. But it feels very similar to that.
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason.
But we broke through pretty easily.
Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
So Skirk didn't share those memories with me on purpose, and in fact, she tried her best to keep them out. Guess who's stronger than Skirk? Us. Speaking of endless darkness, on my first time there, that was all I saw until the strange creature appeared.
Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances.
Does she not know that we're a
Self-control
descender?
has been lacking as of late.
She must think we're someone important. Like,
Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret. No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
what does that mean? Trailblazer? Do you mean you're also a descender?
No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through.
Okay, so she does know we're a descender.
Several hundred years ago, my master, Surtalogi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here.
Wait, several hundred years ago this happened? So like not thousands. So was this what Conria was? We saw Farina during the animation. Oh, true. Oh, true. No, you're right. So then it's in between Cataclysm and now. Because Farina came after the Cataclysm. But why?
But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
What is your goal in coming here? Period, Lamid! Thank you for asking the questions I would ask.
To become stronger.
That was a shit answer.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength.
Ooh, it's giving like, you know how like Genshin, Star Rail, all these games have similar dynamics? And in every single game, there's always like the human challenging the like godly being above them. Skirk is giving that with Surtalogi. I wonder what Surtalogi is. Maybe they're like a throne emanator. Or just an emanator, who knows?
To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him.
Lots of path talking.
That is my sole focus and purpose.
Interesting. Yo, I swear Skirk's gonna end up showing up in like HSR at some point.
Okay. You have one question remaining.
Literally Jinglu. Source goal is to defeat the foul. I can hear how serious this is for her. I wonder what those certain reasons could be. I wonder what that means for child. I have one question. What should I ask?
You make it sound so easy. Ever
Jump.
since the incident I experienced,
Fucking scare.
I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss.
No! Ask about the third descender! The fuck? Who gives a fuck about any of this? Ask about the fucking third descender and who they are. Ever since the incident experience there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk in that unknown
But it's
abyss.
been years now, and I've still found nothing.
No! Why would we get child answers? No one gives a fuck about this man. Irrelevant. Abort. Like, no. Unplug.
Well, your last question?
We're wasting it on saying, you know, child's looking for you? That's what we're fucking wasting it on?
Ajax. His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. A complete blank canvas.
Why did you break his arms and legs? Guess you didn't want to continue the trend.
Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then, let that motivate him to reach his full potential.
Yeah, it's definitely planting the seed for a future child, like, arc. Damn, I really didn't think he was gonna be that relevant. Fuck. Like, I know there's so much lore tea about him, but damn, I really thought that was just to make him seem like a big deal. The fuck do they have planned for this man? Do you think he's gonna join Skirk? I could totally see them doing that. I could see him going to space eventually. In, like, post-Genshin. Maine. He's named after a descender? Girl, which? The fuck are you talking about? That was a calm, calculated answer. It's like she was talking about something entirely mundane. I don't know why, but I'm not buying it. Ow, I just slipped myself. Ow, ow, ow. There's 3 Ajax? Okay, and? What about it? The Ajax lore is massive. I know. Well, especially because of, its relation to, like, mythology. Someone post that history recap. Ajax is named after a descender. How did we know that? Doesn't that mean that that has to be the name of the third one then? Because the first one is Fanes, the second one is Nubelung. So then that means the third one is Ajax? People think the second is not confirmed. Lord. Or sorry, the second would be Ajax, the third would be Nubelung. I think the timeline's weird like that. He's the boy, the second descender, and have like, oh, like the prince person. What the fuck? I need to brush up on the Ajax lore. The hell? She makes it sound like the decision has everything to do with child and nothing to do with her, but what does she actually feel about it? Not to mention, she said it's been hundreds of years since she arrived.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
I doubt she'd give me a straight answer if I asked. Besides her, used up my 3 questions. She was happy to give me cold, hard facts, but I still feel like I haven't heard her true voice.
Wake up your companion. It's time to go.
Says who?
Oh, and everything I just told you. Best keep it a secret from her as well.
Oh, they're setting up the Paimon evil arc. Literally a celestial spy. I fucking knew it. When was the first time someone did this gambit? I don't even remember.
Time to go. Oh, finally.
Finally? That's what she says? Finally? Like the word finality? I'm so onto this bitch.
I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's
Bury her
location.
today. Bury her
Take us to
ass
where he's
today.
hiding.
She's literally gonna turn into Finon. I'm telling you right now. She is. She's literally the deliverer. Gonna kill us all. One by fucking one. Call us the Christos fucking heirs. Yeah, get the shovel. A big shovel. Because this bitch is gluttonous and huge. Been eating for like 17 at this point. How the fuck do I get down here? Girl, there's not even a single teleporter nearby. I knew she was sus from like day one. Paimon, Finon. It's literally an H and an N. Like, it's the same word.
is near the chasm, right?
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety.
So we're being used. So we're being used.
Oh, but that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
All right. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
Yeah, she stays behind us to stab us in the back, just like my day. Oh my god, that's crazy. And at the beginning of the quest, we literally asked her to check if we got stabbed in the back from her. We asked her to check. Oh, we get to use Skirk, period. With the Traveler. I'm telling you, they're gonna buff them.
Yeah. Water jet! Bombs away! Go!
Surge! Mine to wield.
Carry me, Skirk. I need to pull this girl. She's so fun.
Whoa! Look at all these spikes! Careful! Don't get
Jeez!
You know what?
Serpentine! Serpentine! Subtle serpentine! Subtle serpentine!
Come on, you got this.
Hey, what are you two doing here?
What the fuck are these abyss mages saying?
Dusty.
Wow, the Hydra application is crazy.
Let's press on.
Never star goes out!
Another star goes out. You could say they were a sun devourer. Is this C3? What the hell? I want to be this rich. Goblin, please.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything.
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler. The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is?
Notice how Paimon is sparkling. T.
Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
Oh!
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, we might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down.
What kind of soul shit is this? They really got me acting like a snake. Serpentine! Serpentine! Oh! Please! Girl, what even are these? Oh, she's popping off. She's popping off.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
Oh my god, the tail is so cool. Bitch, was that a shield? Girl. Oh, pop off, Lumine! Look at the color of it. It's like imaginary. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Oh, it's us. What the fuck?
There. I got it back.
Traveler! Skirk!
Bitch, the hell?
What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Gwali Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power.
But instead it's actually absorb, I'm guessing.
Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible.
Oh?
Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
Ooh. So wait, wait, hold on. So wait. So theoretically we could steal your power. Not saying I would, but just a theory. Not saying I would though, just asking questions here. Just wondering.
No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon.
We already did. We bypassed our defense in our dream. Look at her design there. She has her old clothing from Fontaine. Oh, really? Weird. Sorry, he only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power.
Call it fate if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like this. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost. I'll cope. Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions.
Oh, wait, us?
How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
Oh. The sky.
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Surtalogi.
Oh, so wait, I thought they were going up against Surtalogi, but they're not.
Foul.
Who the fuck is this then? Who the fuck is this?
Dares call him foul?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer.
Wait!
I'm still...
The constellation thingies? Is that not the same thing that, like, Paimon has on her fucking idling design?
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit.
I'm gagged right now. Wait.
Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action.
Some of the power was stolen. The culprit is hiding somewhere beyond the fog. I have a good understanding of his attack pattern from the fight just now. If we pursue him, our chances of winning are high. But Skirk's breathing is weaker than usual. If we attack now, I can't guarantee her or Paimon's safety.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, Traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Oh god! Red! But girl!
Is your shoulder
Girl!
gonna be okay?
Girl!
The wound is
Girl!
minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Girl, I'm getting my ass beat! Like, what is this? Fucking Celestia? Yo, who? The stamina. Run, Lumion, run! Oh god, not the nails. Not the fucking nails!
Watch out!
I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending.
So, this guy's power has something to do with the
Ah!
Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But suspicions only get you so far.
That Hydra Traveler really not helping us at all.
Phew. Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it.
Oh? The all-devouring narwhal, with its power, even managed to steal from you?
You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole.
Jesus.
It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Oh?
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlet mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual. It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space.
They basically just confirmed that that's a veracity. Which I had a feeling, but like, yeah, like those whales are like beings of the veracity. Oh my god! 100% makes sense though, that veracity is like the devouring things. Ika? Voracious Aeon of Veracity mention? Well, no, but the way that veracity is described in HSR is devouring in nature.
But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master.
So who's he?
Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for.
So he's a Surtalogi op?
And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
Are they not gonna tell us?
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us! We have to help you get it back!
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better?
Girl, you are the monster.
Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
She's like, yeah, I'd have to deal with you.
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where?
Talk to Skirk after?
He'll know something about Master. I'm sure of it. Next time, I need to be ready. Oh, this. It's a star crystal suit. Abyssal energy is scarce in Teyvat. Wearing this helps me access it more freely. It stores concentrated abyssal energy that I can draw from on the go. When the energy runs out, it reverts back to its original form.
That's so cool.
Fine. It was just a scratch. It'll take time to recover my strength, of course. But adapting to situations like this is nothing new for me. Found somewhere to rest. Well, lead the way then.
Interesting. I mean, we knew that the abyss was scarce here in Teyvat because they're like literally actively trying to get rid of it constantly. Damn. But I want to know who's this op. Like, who is Surtalogi's op? This person that like gained the power of the narwhal. It definitely seems like someone that's gonna be like what we deal with in the future. Definitely setting up something for later. Sea Chatter remembered.
Huh. This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like... I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss.
Hope.
Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met?
Please, because everyone would forget her.
Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this Mora?
Not her talking shit, and she's right there every time. Literally said, girl can't hold down a job. Yo, Paimon, she has an OF. That's the only thing that makes sense. She's an accountant. It's the only thing that makes sense at this point. She got an abyssal OF or something. Everyone forgets her and she hides her power with cryo.
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
A person's voice or sound imposingly deep and full. He read out loud with a sonorous musical voice. A singer's voice? No, that's what I was thinking too, Davey, about Sonnet, the Moon Sister. Which is all about music as well. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop. What does that mean? This feels like I'm sorry, but this is such a weird way to like say this. Like this all feels like a metaphor or hint towards something.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
That's crazy.
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird nicknames.
I swear to God, everything that comes out of her mouth is sus. Like, everything. Like, why does this feel like Paimon hinting that she has, like, a doppelganger of herself as well? Which is literally a trend throughout all of the Hoyo games at this point now.
Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start. But things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so... What do you say? Friends?
Oh, that's fucking crazy. For her having, you know what's interesting? Paimon has had a very strong reaction to this to two people specifically of not really liking them at the start. And it was Skirk and Neuvillette, who are technically both aunties of Celestia probably. Girl, I'm so on to this motherfucker. Oh, not the disgust.
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
I don't trust her. Like, not one bit. Oh? What is happening?
Quiet.
Uh-oh, it's the voices.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Oh shit.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk. Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
The 3D audio is literally orbiting my ears. This girl is so nihility coded, it's crazy.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
About 60%, maybe 70.
Whoa! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short.
Maybe it's because of the spike that stabbed you?
No, I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Girl is on the most crazy self-improvement journey of life.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime, then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
Damn, this quest is still going? Isn't this her idol? I think so, right?
Morning!
There's an hour more?
Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now? Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh, wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up. Be right back.
Okay. What was that? Oh. Oh! It's out of the thing? What is happening? Hello? Oh? Oh, we're in a very different place. One closer inspection of the color of water. The color of water is changing the closer I get. Did you bring me here? This must mean...
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams.
What?
This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then. Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this, right?
Basically, descender power.
Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so what's your impression of this place?
What's that river?
Oh, you noticed. This river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past. And all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
That reminds you of something.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
So Surtalogi is who taught Skirk to replace all emotion with reason. It's definitely giving them that Surtalogi took over for the shade of reason, or well, I guess like for Fanes. Like they represent that position because that's Fanes' position, and he is all about reason.
The answer to one mystery invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything.
More? How many more lore-related lore booms are there? I feel like I'm going through someone's like diary right now. Like, is this allowed? Like, is this a right? Is this moral? Oh, I'm gagged.
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet.
Even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree. T.
Like meteors, you both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever.
Wonder what planet we're from. If I think about it, it's not surprising at all. After what happened, she hasn't seen Child in years either. I doubt she ever made a connection with the world of her own volition.
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. But the reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life. Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
So, like, is that basically meaning that if she really wanted to be a descender, she could, but she's almost like choosing not to?
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey.
Trailblaze!
And piece together a new future from the shattered remnants of your past. We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
Okay, why? Also, interesting that there's like a web behind him.
Why do you do that?
I have told you before. Fear is the catalyst for human evolution.
So he thinks that if he threatens Skirk, it will force her to evolve. Like, if he pressures her, she will push harder to avoid the fate.
You have tasted loss. You have known fear. So deep, it can be felt in the bones. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus, pain dampens over time. And the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood. Or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
Interesting.
That is what Skirk's master, the foul Surtalogi, looked like at one point in time.
Oh?
Of course. As a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him.
So how the fuck are we gonna defeat
He
him?
could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description.
Oh?
The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
I used to think Surtalogi and Skirk were just master disciple. Now I see why Skirk chose to distance herself from humanity. Surtalogi told her to put down roots here, while at the same time threatening to destroy whatever life she manages to create.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps, walk the path he once walked, and somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
Okay, problem. She said, I'ma walk the path he once walked. And we have an image of Skirk walking our path. She ends up on the beach. Uh-oh. What's going on? So that's what she meant, but I still don't understand why Surtalogi would do that. From what he said, I didn't pick up on a conflict between them. But she didn't take that path. She chose to continue on. Well, she continued on. So did we. It's not like she turned around and left. Like I'm just saying, like, she ended up at the beach at one point, which is also where we ended up at one point, which I think is interesting. I'm not saying we're Surtalogi, but I'm just saying, like, you know, the cycles and all that kind of stuff. She literally teleported away. Did she teleport away? I thought it was just like her not being perceived. Like it was just like her kind of being like, she chose not to like interact with us until like way later, I guess.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The real Surtalogi is terrifying. The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute. The power to crush all things. Shall we keep going? Let's see. We're about halfway there.
Confirming he ain't playable? I don't know. Maybe, I don't think he would be playable anytime soon based on the power level. Maybe in Genshin Part 2.
We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Surtalogi.
I have set your broken wrist.
Damn!
Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner
like she's just a girl.
Is habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot.
Genius?
Before me, even fate bends the knee. So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary, in the hope that one day, you might surprise me.
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master.
From that day forward,
girl weaponized her
was
trauma.
grueling training,
Or man's
emptiness,
weaponized her trauma.
After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. How should I put it? It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart.
But that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the Skirk you know today.
So she like kind of like went like numb a bit. Like she completely emotionally walled herself out. I suppose that leaves one final mystery. What really happened with the disaster back then? Surtalogi's found out words to Skirk were cold and cruel, but Skirk's reaction made it seem like it was a truth she knew all too well.
We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end.
Oh god.
Well,
how does this all come together?
Shall we? This is the final stretch.
This is a wild story quest, man. Imagine like not doing it. I feel like the story quest almost feels like mandatory. There's so much like just like background lore for obviously like very important characters in the game.
These are Skirk's happiest memories. What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is Skirk's homeland.
Give us a planet name!
So curious about everything as a child. Always skipping school to go exploring instead.
There are so many like named planets in Honkai Star Rail. I wouldn't even be surprised if Hoyo has already told us like the name, but like it's just not obvious like right away. Like look at how many fucking planets in HSR we know of. I would not be surprised if the name is one of these already. Jesus, this is why HSR is so crazy.
There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea. The secrets beyond
Treasure at the
stars.
bottom of the sea.
And that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange clothes. Yes, the ship. That was the beginning of the end.
Treasure at the bottom of the sea, the secret beyond the stars, and a random merchant ship wearing strange clothes. Yo, this ship is so interesting to the story.
It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade. Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors, everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms and allowed them to explore the planet. To them, the visitors were guests and should be treated with hospitality. No one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet.
Treasure the bottom of the sea, oh my god, like Io Pan, which lies beneath the Great Sea. Narazin cruise becomes relevant once again. Well, it kind of feels like the merchant ship was like a scouting party, like a surveyor, basically.
Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her. Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door. The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning.
Y'all know so much Ajax
Their
lore.
lives were discarded like worthless trash. As the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did. She kept running until an unexpected figure crossed her path. If Surtalogi hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained, left to rot in the scorched earth, with no answer as to why any of this was happening. Because she and her people were seen as a threat.
Huh?
As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past.
Wait, what? Okay, wait. Merchant ship, which is basically a surveyors, discover that the planet basically, I guess, like, had periods of, like, an ice age and, like, maybe intense volcanism, basically, like, intense heat, intense cold. But there was still evidence of human activity during those periods.
Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source.
Oh?
For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so, the army was called, and the so-called danger was wiped from the face of the planet.
Girl, what the fuck? But, like, if they were so evolved... This is... okay.
Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had.
Oh, they didn't even know they
Perhaps
had it?
It was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well.
How do they not know?
If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped. No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well, that brings us to the end of the story. This is as far as we can go. Skirk is waiting over there.
Definitely feels like there's a lot more
Let's
to,
go
like,
to
that
her.
planet.
It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
That planet is really interesting. Like, I feel like we still don't know enough. It was less that they were super strong, just that they could adapt to environments. I know, but, like, to think that that was, like, I feel like there's more to it. Like, to think that that was enough for these people to kill them just seems such, like, a wild jump.
So all this, just so you could bring her here?
I have things to say to you. Well, to me.
Oh, so the creature represents, like, her younger self.
I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And she is the best choice in this moment. Her suppressed emotional self.
That was a weird way to do it.
She keeps locked in the recesses of her mind. All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses, emotions like kindness and empathy, and what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
Oh, she's got a point.
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary.
Say you. Right, say you.
I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer. I have shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back.
Damn,
to
she
those
really is
nights
nihility
gazing at the stars,
coded.
those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
She's a black hole of emotion, basically.
That isn't what we need.
Exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survival.
Oh my god, the hands.
But these cannot take you far enough.
It reminds me of
So,
like the nihility again, like with
river,
Acheron.
source of your strength, grows more polluted by the day.
Oh yeah, and Jinglu, true. Jinglu has it as well. Black Swan is a bit different though, because Black Swan is like the acceptance of this. Like Black Swan plays a role of like Acheron's opposite, where Acheron won't look back, and Black Swan like understands like the past, because she's all about like memories and stuff.
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
The fact that she's transcended time and broke free from her constraints to come face you proves
Thank you
it.
for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire.
March?
I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt.
Oh, and like March being the sole survivor of maybe Emphorius? And doing the same thing to get to rid herself of the guilt? Only for her to revisit the planet? And then all the memories come flooding back? T.
And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died.
Oh my
I wouldn't be
god.
haunted by that fire all the time.
I wouldn't have to go on like this.
And all the swords in the ground remind me of Azumo as well. There's so many like parallels in these stories lately. Oop.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Oh. Oh my god. Hello?
Run, Skirk, run!
Oh my god, it's literally like...
No one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Oh my god, there's the...
Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Oh my god.
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end.
I literally have chills right now.
Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
The Aurora Borealis, I feel like, is significant to Shaznia. Oh my god, the music in this is beautiful. Oh my god, that's so interesting! That reminds me of like Mavika. With like Mavika's own memories where she's like walking on the memory path, like towards like the sun.
So,
that was
you
interesting.
saw my memories then.
That's really interesting that they did that, and it goes to show like how different they are. Like Mavika is not like afraid of like memory, like she embraces her like past and all that, where obviously Skirk is, that's like Skirk's struggle. Damn. I really liked how they did that.
I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive.
'Cause order is dead. T. 'Cause order got absorbed. I'm probably overthinking that, but also I'm not.
That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land.
Oh?
But that means I must defeat him. Because my master Surtalogi is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order.
Because he fucking went after, like, Thanes and took his shit, which is reason.
Yes, and not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength.
He literally broke your fucking arms and legs. Fuck this man.
I know. And it's not something I want.
Be for real.
But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise.
Like, the man literally abused you.
He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then.
Oh.
Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions.
So where the fuck is he?
Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces.
Yo, Genshin too, I'm telling you.
Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life.
Everywhere we go now in Star Realm, I'm gonna be like literally looking for this man to pop up somewhere.
I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready. Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
'Cause fuck this man! Because if we want to build the world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. If we all do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place. Oh, two Delulu descenders. Two Delulu descenders, Lumine and Skirk. Poor girlies. If only it were that simple. Look around. Look around at what? This is cool. The music's nice. There's a train in the sky, bitch. Where? Don't play with me like that. Wait, was that a... Sorry, like that particle effect, it just reminded me of like Sealies, like the energy, like what they look like. I thought it was a Sealy.
Oh, you're finally awake!
Jump scare, the demon.
Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2
There's
seconds and then
more?
she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death. You're both okay, right?
What does it look like? Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context. But whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks. Let's dig in.
Oh, I could totally use a snack right now. It's so late. And I'm hungry
All
as
right.
fuck.
It's about time we finished what we started.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
Oh, we're actually dealing with it. I thought this was gonna be a
This
future
time,
plot point.
I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
Wait, so do we actually get to find out who the fuck this man is? I really thought it was gonna be a future plot point. Yeah, this is, I feel, is this the longest story quest? I'm trying to think of how long the other ones were. I feel like it's probably up there. But you're right, though. It is longer than the literal patch, like, main quest in this patch, which is kind of crazy. Cosmos felt like 10 years. Cosmos did feel that long. It was so long. Oh?
The fog is gone!
Isn't this, like, where the all-devouring narwhal takes place? And I was not... I was correct.
Isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too?
That's Skirk's master? That's what the fowl used to look like?
Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master.
Interesting.
To them,
they're all trying to be
he represents
him.
ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
This is just Genshin's way of explaining why they didn't want to make another 3D model.
Okay. Oh, the closer Paimon looks, the more intimidating it gets. Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us.
Oh, we're
He
fucked.
won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him. Let's teach this guy a lesson.
We're fucked. The hydro application, non-existent. And we don't have any way of Numa and Osa.
No!
The fuck are these?
You haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
Oh god.
Go!
Extinguished. Mine to wield.
Not a healer inside.
Water jet!
The way that barely hit.
Wipe out!
Merciless. Into the void.
Did he just dodge? I'm gonna KMS. Oh god.
This world.
Go!
Go! Hate using trial character. Oh, we got a cutscene. Girl, where is she getting the shield ability? Oh, she caught it.
Haven't had enough of my power.
Lumine doing the leaves. Oh, she's Nami apparently. Skirk, you got it all. You got it all. Oh?
Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. They literally exploded the man. Okay, but that's why you play Lumine, because the girl powers goes crazy. What the fuck? Oh my god, we actually get to see what he looks like?
Well, have you come to your senses?
Who the fuck is this man?
He's
Conrian.
My body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled
Who the hell are you?
into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within. Such power, such keen battle instincts. So you must be
Skirk,
Mother?
Surtalogi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Oh.
Hundreds?
What the hell?
Sorry. It's a lot to take in.
Who the fuck is running this place then?
Myself. I am Skofnungar.
Huh?
A friend of your master and one of his followers.
Define friend, poser.
This is the first time I've heard
It's giving fan.
your
It's giving fucking
name,
fan.
Skirk. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Oh?
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
You're gay!
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago.
Okay.
I was born into a noble family.
Oh, we're getting the lore. Take notes.
Son,
Take
I was
notes,
set to
chat.
inherit our title, but I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me.
Okay, wait. Born noble family, as the eldest son, set to inherit a title, got sick.
I trained the sword harder than anyone else. Defeated all of my
Alizar,
peers.
Void Azar.
But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die.
This reminds me of the Mizuki story quest with like their perception being like completely fucked up due to like corruption.
Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Surtalogi. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals, who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism.
Why are
than
people
literary
fucking in the
works
prison?
In the Universitas Magistrorum.
Oh my god, there's so much lore. I haven't heard Universitas Magistrorum in like fucking a year. Facing more criticism than the literary works of the Magistory. That's kind of funny. Oh my god, wait, what if his mom is the prison girlie? Oh my god, wait, what if she was Conrian? The one that we never got, the girl with the braids. Wait, is that your mom? Someone give me a photo. Somebody give me a photo. Can we get a confirmation? Is this your mom? This the one? Because girl, she's still alive. Hold on. She's still alive. She's still serving cunt. And she's on her way.
Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this
origin
and
story.
go down without a fight?
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something, and he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I'd actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness.
Oh my
It was
god.
like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility.
T?
But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his. And at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead, I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you."
Oh, these bitches. They found a way around it. They outdid the doers. Oh, that's fucking wild.
Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger.
Well,
maybe
not with the
I'll finally catch up to you
erosion.
one day. And we can spar like we used to.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality, and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
He's like, because that's inevitable.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe, and bring her to Tibet.
Oh, Dane's brother? Yo, the sinners are actually like all fucking HSR peeps then at this point. What the fuck is going on?
You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
Yo, Vedfenir, literally Elio 2.0.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
All Vedifenir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
Oh?
Sounds pretty impressive.
Oh, Skirk's got like long-term plot.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea.
The fucking
As I
whale.
said before,
The whale.
walk whatever path you want.
This
Freedom
bitch.
means
Fucked
even
us
the
all up.
wicked get to
Fucked
make
us,
their own choices.
fucked us all over with that one. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices. Call Alphaba. Call Alphaba. They're reheating her nachos. You're not even green, girl. Don't use her lines.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Surtalogi. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Girl, I have no idea what Surtalogi is at this point. He seems very, very fucking strong. It's hard to tell because we don't have, like, anybody from HSR, like, directly interacting yet with Genshin, so it's hard to tell, like, how the power levels, like, scale in between, like, those divisions. Ew, did he just, like, do surgery on himself with the whale? Girl, that's nasty. And then you wonder why your skin's literally fucking purple and blue. I don't even feel bad.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
And the curse of a fucked up face.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
Bitch.
You're right. I should have known better, but...
Felt like it needed that.
I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was still miles ahead of me. So I had to take a leap of faith. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home.
Move on.
I don't regret the choice I made. But if you'll allow it, I do want to apologize.
Girl, I swear to God, like,
both of you.
Please send this to your local Dotori main, because this is genuinely how they sound. Like, find your nearest Dotori main, make them play this, and be like, that's you. Obsessed with a psychopath. Be embarrassed.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
You're an interesting one as well. Surtalogi's disciple. That's a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him, all the while standing ever out of reach.
Oh my God, wait, I know who Surtalogi is. He rules with an iron fist. Holy fuck, I should have known. The literal bane of my fucking existence. When this man released, bro, I was done. I was fucking done. Yo, he's literally Doomfist. Like, I'm uninstalling this game. I'm done. This ruined already one of my games, like Overwatch. I don't need this ruining another. That's Surtalogi! So the abyss makes you black? What? We don't even know what Surtalogi's skin tone is. Help.
We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it.
Well...
Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade.
Why is she using the word
It
emanating?
was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world.
What's that supposed to
The
mean?
joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright. Yet you were able to read them from my blade. Like a glimpse into my inner world. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy.
Is he gonna die?
And my defeat brings me no regret whatsoever.
Oh wait, he can't. He's like immortal.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles.
Damn, that background.
After which, all can come to an end. Including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal. To complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his goal. What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such a...
That doesn't sound good.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame. I would have loved to witness that battle. Surtalogi once offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
Does she have that ability?
I can, but not through death.
Oh.
That's what you were hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces.
Okay.
The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control.
Oh my god, can you do that to anyone else? Because like that's a great power to have in the future. Would you recommend a new player to get Skirk? Nah. I mean, I guess you could, but like, she requires a lot of pretty expensive units. If you're willing to commit to getting her teammates, but it do be a bit expensive. Like her lineup is not free to play friendly, I would say.
But it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time to witness your great battle with Surtalogi. I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. Though I know it'll be a long and arduous road if we are climbers in the dark. It appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues.
Interesting.
At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Skofnunger, will be my witness at the end of all things.
That's finally over.
Oh my god, she turned him into a chest. That's fucking crazy.
At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time.
At least he was useful. It's kind of giving Nihility, I'm not gonna lie. It really do be. And see how she's staring at it?
been a few days, but it feels like forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. We're just that awesome. Wow, you sound even more confident than usual. Guess you really have become stronger.
Oh my god, guys, it's coming. The buff.
Today sure went by fast.
The Hydro
It's
buff.
night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
Yes. The power Skafnungur stole has been returned.
Oh.
So, the stars have regained their light.
That's like possible?
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, because you don't give a
I
fuck.
suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings.
I like to see what's like up there.
Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst.
Oh!
We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves and uncover our true strength. Though we gaze upon a false
Lumine
sky,
doesn't remember, I think.
its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe?
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the Traveler always finds a way. Ever since we met, she has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter how tough things get, she always finds a way to make it better.
Stop glazing. We all know you're evil.
If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then three. We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can make any wish come true.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it. I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we stand in a world reborn. One without war, pain.
She's gonna
or
show up
forced
at Edo, I
partings.
swear to God.
One where new life can bloom. Even where there was once nothing but scorched earth.
That's so interesting because I'm like so convinced that Edo is going to be like Izumo 2.0, but they're gonna try to find a way to stop it. Like that's the whole thing. Oh my god. But who knows?
For this, we must all work to become stronger.
Not us being able to call her master. I want to do it.
If that's what you want to call me, I won't object.
I'm
Goodbye.
dead.
Bye! Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? We definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think?
My friend, not yours.
Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanmin restaurant, it's about time you returned the favor.
That was a really good story quest. Damn. It only took them 5 years. Oh, and we even get the item, period. I'm gonna fucking use this on Paimon. That's why they gave it to us. I'm using it on Paimon. I'm putting it on her fucking head in the middle of the night. And I'm like, what are you fucking dreaming of? Yeah, he does look like the Antimatter Legion, or at least related to it. I agree. Which I feel like totally makes sense with his character and vibe. I could definitely see that. For sure. And it's just gonna be food. The fuck is this? Can I throw that out? I'm kidding. What? You can play the guitar? Why is it so small? Oh girl, in my Taylor Swift era. I'm dying. It sounds so good. This is so cool.